Are they tendering their documents to?
I guess.
The Presidential Election Petition Court, PEPC, sitting in Abuja, on Friday reserved its judgment on the petition the Allied People's Movement APM filed to nullify the election of President Bola Tinubu. The five-member panel of the court, led by Justice Haruna Samani, okayed the matter for judgment after all the parties adopted their final briefs of argument. Cited as first to fifth defendants in the petition marked CA/PEPC/04/2023 are the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), President Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, and Kabiru Masari. While the petitioner, through its lawyer Andrew Malawi, SAM, urged the court to sack Tinubu and withdraw the certificate of return that was issued to him by INEC. On the other hand, all the defendants prayed the court to dismiss the case for want of competence. President Tinubu, through his team of lawyers led by Chief Wole Olanipekun, SAN, maintained that the petition the APM launched against him lacked merit. He argued that the sole issue the party relied upon to seek his sack from office, which bordered on allegation that his Vice President Shettima was nominated twice by the APC for different elective positions, had already been decided by the Supreme Court. President Tinubu argued that APM's petition failed to disclose a reasonable course of action against him and was equally bereft of substance. Likewise, both counsel for the APC, Prince Lateef Fagbemi SAN, and that of INEC, Stephen Adehi SAN, separately urged the court to dismiss the petition, whereas APC told the court that Tinubu's nomination and eligibility to contest the presidential election held on February 25 was without fault. On its part, INEC threw its weight behind the outcome of the poll. After it had listened to all the parties, the Justice Samani-led panel said it would communicate the judgment dates to them. It will be recalled that the APM closed its case on July 21 after its lone witness testified before the court. The grounds of the APM was that Shettima and the APC breached the Electoral Act by engaging in the alleged double nomination. However, at Friday's proceedings, where final addresses were adopted, APM, through its counsel, Andrew Malgo, SAN, asked the court to invoke relevant law to nullify the nomination of Tinubu and Shettima on the ground of unlawful, illegal, and unjustifiable nomination. Specifically, APM in its petition maintained that the withdrawal of Masari, who was initially nominated as the vice presidential candidate of the APC, invalidated Tinubu's candidacy in view of Section 131C and 142 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The party argued that there was a gap of about 3 weeks between the period that Masari, who was listed as the fifth respondent in the petition, expressed intention to withdraw the actual withdrawal of his purported nomination, and the time Tinubu purportedly replaced him with Senator Kashim Shettima. It further argued that Tinubu's candidature had elapsed at the time he nominated Shettima as Masari's replacement. According to the petitioner, as at the time Tinubu announced Shettima as the vice presidential candidate, he was no longer in a position constitutionally to nominate a running mate, since he had ceased to be a presidential candidate of the second respondent, having regards to the provisions of Section 142 of the 1999 Constitution. More so, APM contended that Masari's initial nomination activated the joint ticket principle enshrined in the Constitution, stressing that his subsequent withdrawal invalidated the joint ticket. It therefore prayed the court to declare that Shettima was not qualified to contest as the vice presidential candidate of the APC of February 25 when the election was conducted by INEC, having violated the provisions of Section 35 of the Electoral Act 2022. An order nullifying and voiding all the votes scored by Tinubu in the presidential election in view of his non-qualification as a candidate of the APC. Likewise, an order to set aside the certificate of return that was issued to the president by INEC. Shortly after the proceedings, the presiding justice of the court, Justice Haruna Simon Samani, adjourned judgment indefinitely. He told the lawyers in court that they would be communicated once the judgment was ready.